I was rejected for my eyebrows, which I had done thin, and I'd done all sorts of things. Because लोगों ने भरा है दिमाग में, ये प्रोफाइल से ना आप बहुत सुंदर लगते हो, ये प्रोफाइल से अच्छे नहीं दिखते हो, आपका नाक यहाँ से मोटा लगता है. When Kerala Story released, I was like, at least देख के फिर बोलो ना. But then I also realized that I don't have the right to force anyone to watch my film. Some critic who gave minus something stars to Kerala Story said that and said this movie is horrible and everything, but then they said this great role of Shalini, there was no need to take Adah for it. Mummy heroine nahi hai, papa producer nahi hai, pata nahi. Maybe I didn't know how to sell myself. If I'm not going to parties or I'm not meeting anybody, मैं अपने घर पे ही बैठी हूँ, मैं over that social media पे भी नहीं हूँ, then it's maybe wrong to just blame कि किसी ने मुझे कोई काम नहीं दिया. I might put something that might maybe hurt somebody's sentiments, and I should be readily, apologetic about if there's something wrong that I've done or something. As an actor, take a lot of pressure on, आपका performance कैसे होने वाला है मूवी में, या आप कोई रोल कर रहे हो तो इतना रियलिस्टिक हो कि एकदम रियल लोगों को लगे और वो नहीं नकली नहीं लगना चाहिए. You can't be diplomatic about. I'm sure if films release together. But that's a Karan Johar film. I can't even compare to it. Like ours is, that's a Karan Johar film with Siddharth Malhotra. I hope इस बार हम सब हंसेंगे और कोई नहीं फंसेगा.
Hello and welcome to Bollywood Bubble. I am Aakruti Bagla, and today I am with someone who I can rightly call as the fearless woman of Bollywood. Adah Sharma, hello and welcome to Bollywood Bubble.
Thank you.
Adah, to start with just a few days left for Bastar release, I want to know how are the emotions like right now?
I'm very excited to see what people think of the film, because trailers say there's so much excitement, and I can't wait. I feel like it's a film that like जैसे Kerala Story, there was so much excitement before also. Even this, people are like, what is it? And I've seen the film. I think it's it'll वो अंदर में वो patriotic feeling वो जाग जाती है, and you feel like my country and the love for your country. I think it's like a true love story for me.
And Adah, the kind of compliments you have received after the Kerala Story for your performance, does it add in pressure to bring yet another story that is equally gripping, equally thrilling as well?
I think as an actor now, if you take these kind of pressures, then वो performance में वो affect होगा. And फिर real life में भी मैं horrible दिखने लगूंगी with those pressures. I think you should, as an actor, take a lot of pressure on, आपका performance कैसे होने वाला है मूवी में, या आप कोई रोल कर रहे हो तो इतना रियलिस्टिक हो कि एकदम रियल लोगों को लगे और वो नहीं नकली नहीं लगना चाहिए. Like for this movie, I wanted to look the part, and I put on weight, but we didn't want to put on like वो unhealthy weight नहीं, because I had to still be very fit. वो guns सब उठाने थे. I had to be really strong, and so we put on 10 kilos. जिसके लिए I used to eat 15 bananas a day and alsi ke laddus, which my mom used to make, and she gave me a big dabba. I used to eat 2 at night before going to sleep. Yeah, I did all of that, and physically, mentally, I did everything I could for the character. Now, audience ka decision sarakho par, and I'm waiting to see what people think of it.
Adah, while cinema is something we do take creative liberty, we do bring out stories that are sometimes fiction and sometimes realistic. But like with Kerala Story, you have seen when you bring such a story to light, people are quick enough to tag it as a propaganda, as someone ki communist ek film ko tag kar dete. Did such thing happen with Bastar as well for you?
No, I think, those who want to call it propaganda will, and they should be allowed to, because our country does celebrate freedom of speech, freedom of emotions, freedom of thought. So if we have the freedom to make a film, someone else has the freedom to not like it. First I used to be like, when Kerala Story released, I was like, at least देख के फिर बोलो ना. But then I also realized that I don't have the right to force anyone to watch my film. So even without watching it, if you want to not like it, it's your thing. You're allowed to call it propaganda if that's what you want to. I can't change your dialogue. I can't change how you think or speak. But I'm glad we could make this film, and this is based on a true life incident. It's about 76 of our Jawans who got killed by people in our own country, not even from, usually you have people from outside your country, enemies entering. These are people who are in your own country.
True.
So, it's a heart-wrenching film.
And rightly, it's a heart-wrenching film. And as a person, when you get into such a character, do you feel it difficult to detach from it? Because like you did Kerala Story as well, and now back to back Bastar. No doubt you shot for Sunflower too.
Yes.
But if we weigh things,
Yes.
these are some of your intense roles that you have did back to back. Does it take a toll on you mentally?
Yes, to be honest, it will and it should. If it's not taking a toll, then I'd not be human. I would be AI maybe, which I don't think I am. But it's been not even a year since Kerala Story released.
Yeah,
It's been
that's
8-9 months, and I had Commando that released after that on OTT. Then there's Kerala Story released on OTT finally after 8 months, and it was like a whole new release. Everyone celebrated it like when it did in the theaters. And then there's of course Sunflower, which I know from the outside looks like a fun role, and it was a lot of fun doing. But for me, that zone is also tough. I mean, to land comedy, your mind is constantly working on how to do it, and I enjoy each role again. This was very tough for me to do. Bastar is also a film it's a very big film. As in, when we did Kerala Story, it was very intimate. Like my first day on shoot for Kerala Story was the jail sequence, where it's me and the 3 people sitting opposite me. That's it, in one room. My first day on shoot for Bastar had like 100 actors on set. 100 actors. Because this film has so many actors on set, and so many stories being told, and so much. It's just so much. I'm just fortunate that Vipul sir and Sudeepto sir made me part of this film. Yeah.
And you 3 are being tagged as the hit trio of Bollywood now. How does this compliment feel?
It feels very nice. I think any nice tags. But I feel like tags shouldn't be taken very seriously, because you give someone a tag one day, you take it away from them.
True.
But as long as people are giving me love and appreciation, I take all of it. And if they are not, then I leave that to them only. But right now, everyone's being really kind, and this 9 months has been a fabulous journey.
This apart from this 9 months, Adah, I would like to take you a bit back. It's been 16, I can rightly call that this is your 16th year in the industry.
I would say 104th, no? 1920 to 2024.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been around for 100 years.
But how does this life has changed for you in these 16 years?
It's not really changed, it's exactly the same, I think. Probably if you consider the roles I'm being offered, there are more in number and meatier. But other than that, my life has anyway not been only films. My life has been always other things as well. There's music, there's art, there's animals, there's so many other things. I love doing movies. And I will do movies till I keep getting good stuff to do, until it makes me happy. The day it stops giving me joy, I will not do it, because I only do things that give me, that I enjoy doing, and and rightfully so. I think, especially if you're playing a character in a movie, it's unfair to people around if you're not going to give it your all. And I'm somebody who, if I'm in it, I'll give it everything. So right now, I like doing movies. I really enjoy it, and I like these lovely titles that you're giving me, and it feels really nice.
Adah, if I ask you to recall your first day on sets and the first break you got, I want to ask you about
in
that.
Bastar or in life?
In your career overall, 16 years ago.
So 1920, I think when we were shooting for it, I had no idea about things. It was like, wo pillar chadna hai, and I used to be like, yes. वहाँ से कूदना है, yes, because everything, and maybe it's a good thing कि I did that movie when I had no idea, because कभी-कभी ना as an actor आपको अगर कुछ चीज़ें पता नहीं हो, it helps sometimes. I feel like now we know, so we are so aware of so many things.
True.
As an actor, looks and all. True. Also we know I look better from here, I don't look good from here, because लोगों ने भरा है दिमाग में कि ये प्रोफाइल से ना आप बहुत सुंदर लगते हो, ये प्रोफाइल से अच्छे नहीं दिखते हो, आपका नाक यहाँ से मोटा लगता है, those things. So how much ever you try to not think about them, somehow you will. And in my first movie, I had no clue about anything. So everything was like, whatever you say, yes. I remember they were moving those lights, and Vikram Bhatt's dad was the DOP, Praveen Bhatt, and he said, baby ko hatao yahan se, hatao, baby ko hatao yahan se. And I thought he's talking about me, and I was like, he's usually so sweet, why is he yelling? I didn't know that light was called baby. The dollies are called babies on sets here. So I had no clue. It was really nice. I think the first day was that, where I look at the house and I say, ऐसा लगता है ये घर सदियों से हमारा इंतजार कर रहा है, in that voice. I was also told that, like Vikram Bhatt said, that it's a horror movie and you're playing this Thakurain of the Haveli, so you shouldn't look like a kid running around in the first half at least. So we changed my voice to this very like that. ऐसा लगता है ये घर सदियों से. So yeah, I enjoy doing that.
Adah, on that note, while 1920 got you critical acclaim, because even cracking horror genre is tough, and you did that
horror is
effortlessly.
tough, yeah.
Why did it took you still 4 years to land your second project after that, if I ask?
I don't know, मम्मी हीरोइन नहीं है, पापा प्रोड्यूसर नहीं है, पता नहीं, शायद वो, शायद maybe I also was not very outgoing to be able to, I can't just blame it on other people. Maybe I didn't know how to sell myself. Maybe I didn't meet the people who would have given me work. Then maybe I was not on social media so that people could see me. Maybe I would like to believe that it's divine intervention. अगर तभी मिलता होता 2-3 फिल्में suppose, फिर केरला स्टोरी नहीं मिलती, and then I wouldn't be highest grossing female film का thing. So there are various reasons. Now, if you want to pessimistically think of it, you can blame it on this one and that one.
Yeah.
If you want to, I would like to not only, I mean, there are too many factors involved, and instead of thinking of those, we should just, I think, be happy with what we have. I think I've got way more. There are so many talented, beautiful girls who I meet, who dance so well, who act so well, who look so pretty, who are so well presented, who are well groomed, who are trained in acting, who speak well, diction, dialogue, everything. They are fully ready and they don't have work.
Yeah.
So I would like to think of myself as very blessed to even have gotten, now I've gotten everything, but to even have gotten my first movie as 1920, I think that was, I'm really lucky.
Adah, there was also a time you moved to South for a brief amount of time. Did that also hamper your career in a way, because you were not seen enough in Bollywood? So वो एक myth था कि यार कहीं Bollywood वाले मुझे ना भूल जाए. Or did that happen with you कि South movies करने के चक्कर में you had left Bollywood offers?
No, I mean, if you're doing something and your dates collide, you can't be in 2 places at the same time. So that way, I must have lost out on a few things. But no, I enjoyed the stuff I did in South also, and I worked with some really nice people. My debut was with Puri Jagannath and Heart Attack, and that movie, when I still go to Hyderabad now, people don't call me Adah Sharma. People are like, Hayati, Heart Attack, Hayati. And for an actor, that means a lot. I like that. People still know Heart Attack ka dialogues and everything. They watch my movies when they get released in Telugu, like Kerala Story released in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and it's a #1 film in South India. #1 Hindi film that released in South India. So, I mean, that means a lot to me. And I really enjoy doing stuff in South. I don't plan and say this, if I was here, if I was not. Or if ifs and buts.
Adah, one more thing, you really have a very good social media presence. Like आपने mention किया कि अगर पहले होती तो शायद आज fame कुछ और ही होती आपके लिए.
I think पहले होती not for anything that people would, like you're saying, no, if I'm not going to parties or I'm not meeting anybody, मैं अपने घर पे ही बैठी हूँ, मैं over that social media पे भी नहीं हूँ, then it's maybe wrong to just blame कि किसी ने मुझे कोई काम नहीं दिया, नहीं, but they'll also be like, पर वो थी भी नहीं, कैसे पता था. So you can't just blame everyone. But maybe if it was in my house, it would have helped. If my mom, say, was an actor, my granny, I always tell my granny, if she was an actor, then it would have helped maybe meeting someone and all. I didn't know how to, how does one approach somebody? Do you randomly call someone and say hi? Then I used to be like, no, that's really weird. How to just call someone? Or do you go generally meet? Who will give you... how do you ask? I don't know. Not that I had a problem asking. If I'd meet, I'd ask, but I didn't have the opportunity to meet. So,
but Adah, I was asking this on a note that with social media comes a lot of trolling. In your context, if I would say, last year you posted a Who Wore It Better with Bappi Lahiri, and the kind of comments you faced. Even after that, there was this news of you buying a flat that belonged to a very renowned actor. How does these things bother you, or does it affect you? Because sometimes as an actor, you're doing it as a person, but the kind of scrutiny and the kind of comments that come along with it, how do you deal with that flaw?
As human beings generally, not even as an actor, when you put something out on social media, when there are good comments that come, say there are 5,000 comments, and out of that 4,000 are good.
True.
You take all the good, no? I don't say, why 4,000 people have said nice things about me. I don't. 3 bad ones come, we say, why that person? they're entitled their opinion. They're allowed to think whatever they like. They're allowed to not have a sense of humor. They're allowed to whatever it. Sometimes maybe I also might be wrong in something that I put. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I might put something that might maybe hurt somebody's sentiments, and I should be readily, apologetic about if there's something wrong that I've done or something. But I think I put pretty harmless stuff mostly, pretty random stuff. I'm really glad that people still are very interested in the things I put. I enjoy doing collaborations with artists or people who are creating stuff. That's something I enjoy, and I think if my social media can help someone else's, that's so nice, no? Like, because of me, if someone else's reel can do well, or someone else's videos can do well, so I enjoy doing that as well. And I think, if we sit and cry about the bad stuff and say, वो लोगों ने 3 लोगों ने क्यों ये लिखा, then
Adah, I want to talk about this very viral reel of yours from your courtroom drama पति पत्नी और पंगा, that women objectification पे जो आपका एक monologue है जो viral हुआ. Adah, does that narrative prevails even in Bollywood, and has that happened with you? Because the sentence when you were mouthing, it was with so much of conviction. From which space did it come?
Firstly, as an actor, I try to say everything with conviction, whether it's in 1920, where I was not born in the 1920s. I have not eaten a cat in real life, but I will eat that cat like it's my daily diet when I'm possessed. I'm pure vegetarian. I don't eat animals. I will try to be as convincing in every role that I play. I'll try. Sometimes, like I said, I might fail and I might not be good, and you might not like it. And I will work harder and try to do better. But this also I tried to do as convincingly as I could. And as women, I'm sure you and me face exactly the same problems. It has nothing to do with our industry. It's just the way of the society only generally. It's the world we live in. It's not a thing of the state you live in or the country you live in, or it's a thing that's faced by women everywhere. But we women are strong, and we'll, I'm sure you have the exact same issues that I do. It's exactly the same. There's no difference if we make a checklist of the issues we have or what we are told to do and what we are, because you're a girl, you're, how you said this or why you thought that.
Exactly.
You and me have the exact same things, as we will girls who are not even from our industry.
But Adah, have you ever heard such comments on your looks?
On my looks?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, we've all heard, I think. I think people are free to comment about stuff, and I'm sure they comment on men also. I don't think. But again, I saw a lot of people took offense to it. As a woman, I'm saying that suppose this happened to me, I'm not saying that no man has ever been objectified, no man has ever been called, his looks have been criticized, no man has had any problems. Men also have.
True.
Of course, men have. But if your question is, you ask me, how is it for a woman? I will answer how it was for a woman. That doesn't mean I hate all men and all men should have no problems and only women are. No, both genders are. But if you're talking about women, and since I am a woman, I was speaking for a woman. And in that I was speaking very well scripted lines. I can't take credit for what I was saying there. Abir Sengupta was the director and he had written the lines also, which we rehearsed so much so that it comes out forcefully. So I can't take credit for that. Thank you. But
Adah, if you reflect back again on your career, was there a time when rejection really, hurt you, a hurtful rejection you have faced?
Even now, rejection will hurt us always. It's tough to be so stone, and I'm someone who operates only from heart. So I have ups and downs like that because, rejection will, of course, rejection of any sort, in any kind. If you put yourself out there and you're rejected, I feel very bad, You also do, no? I think it's human. We all do for anything. Rejected for, but say things like, I was rejected for my eyebrows, which I had done thin, and I'd done all sorts of things. If you watch my career span, I think nothing has changed on my face except my eyebrows have gone from one line to that look to this look to short. And so now if somebody says something about that, that won't matter to me in real life.
A harsh comment you have heard about yourself?
Some critic who gave, now I'm feeling laughing at it, minus something stars to Kerala Story said that, and said this movie is horrible and everything, but then they said this great role of Shalini, there was no need to take Adah for it.
Adah, with Kerala Story, do you feel as an actor you got your due, with the massive success the film got, your performance was praised. Do you finally felt that, okay, after 15 years, maybe I've arrived where I should be?
To be honest, I don't know what the right thing is, should be, where I should be and all, I don't know. But if you're asking me in one sentence, yeah, I think if I die today, I won't have to be reborn to become an actor just to say ki I didn't get to do.
Yeah.
I think that way it feels, I don't want to die, I'm not killing myself, not like that, but I think I just, yeah, I got a part that I could showcase so much.
Yeah.
I did with 1920 and all also, and
Yeah,
at South ones also, that is true. But you're right, the maybe it was so widespread, so
Yeah.
many people saw it, and it's such a film that I'm so happy to have been part of. But I would like to do many, many more films and many different roles, and audience ke haath mein.
You know, Adah, lastly, talking about the release of Bastar, it's coming on 15th March.
Yes.
And you know, simultaneously, there's a film of your past co-star, Siddharth Malhotra, Yodha, releasing. You know, so from working on a film together to now your film simultaneously releasing. You know, while people view ki, "Arey, ye to clash kar rahi hai film," do you feel that it is a coexistence of both the film?
I actually think it is a coexistence, and we were doing some other interview and my director and producers were also asked, and they said that actually in olden times it was a problem because there were not enough theatres.
Yeah.
And now apparently there are enough theatres
Yeah,
and
there
screens, I've been told at least, so let's hope that's true. And everyone should get, but there'll be even the past releases and the next week releases. So all that mess will happen that you can't be diplomatic about, I'm sure, if films release together. But that's a Karan Johar film. I can't even compare to it. Like ours is, that's a Karan Johar film with Siddharth Malhotra. I hope इस बार हम सब हंसेंगे और कोई नहीं फंसेगा.
Thank you so much, Adah. That
Thank
was
you.
really fun with you.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you.
looking forward for Bastar.
Can't wait for you to watch. Hi, this is Adah Sharma and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.